as is this intriguing fight in the lightweight division, because we spend so much time talking about the big names at the top, but there's a lot of young guns coming right after them.
And they're right in that sweet spot record-wise, 6-0 and 6-1. This is the time when you step up.
Tail of the tape brought to you by Dave & Buster's, the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch sports.
And what's highlighted? Absolutely nothing. Very physically similar, both these fighters.
Live on Spike, Bellator MMA, presented by Miller Lite. Now moves to the lightweight division for 3 5-minute rounds. We introduce the blue corner first at 5'11", weighing in 155 pounds even. As a professional, he brings 6 victories, just 1 defeat. He fights out of Sacramento, California, Dr. Mario Soto. And across the cage, his adversary fights out of the red corner at 5'11", weighing in 155.8 pounds. His professional record is undefeated at 6-0. He fights out of Half Moon Bay, California, introducing Adam Napalm Piccolotti. In charge of the action, your referee, Jason Herzog.
The biggest test for both in their young careers.
Fight, are you ready? Fight, are you ready? Fight!
The fight clock brought to you by Miller Lite, the original Pilsner cheers. It's Miller time. Adam Piccolotti in the red gloves feels very comfortable with his jiu-jitsu game. Went to it very young. Everything he's done, he's been young. He's still just 27 years old.
Soto obviously right now versatile with his Muay Thai. Great level change.
He's got a hook in.
Into the body triangle. Soto trying to roll out of it, bad idea. Soto in defensive mode, protect your neck. Right now, this is exactly where Piccolotti wants to be. Now, arm triangle.
He calls himself a top game player in jiu-jitsu. He likes it here.
Got to get around that half guard. The cage is stopping him a little bit. He's still cranking. He wants to get a little further out with his hips. And he's committing right here. Soto trying to get some space with the arm, but it's the hips that are keeping it from getting super tight. He's out. If he had had a little more space, if he had been further away from the fence, he could have finished that. Now Soto going for the straight foot lock.
Piccolotti trying to keep his balance.
Twists his leg out. Yep.
Right back to the back.
Both guys having their moments. But Piccolotti right now, so far, positionally superior. And a good job of hunting for the back. One hook in now. Using the power half Nelson to open up that side. A nice knee.
Soto comes forward. Piccolotti carries himself like a young, undefeated fighter.
That's right.
Very confident. Now,
at this point in the fight, Soto knows where not to go. He knows he's in trouble on the ground.
Mario Soto has respect for Piccolotti. He told us the other day, I respect him completely. I'm going to absolutely shake his hand and help him up after I finish him.
Piccolotti answering back with good punches, trying to. Soto much busier on the feet. You know, it's interesting, a lot of guys who fall for a takedown early, like Soto did, are more cautious on the feet. They want to move forward into that takedown. But Soto, very aggressive on the feet.
Played baseball his whole life and just lost interest in it. It wasn't fun anymore. He was in Chico State. Used to watch a lot of Spike. Strauss, the Ultimate Fighter, and he watched the late Evan Tanner beat David Terrell and said, this is what I want to do.
Nice combination by Piccolotti.
We're just getting started here on Spike tonight. Big fights in the lightweight division. Josh Thompson in the main event. We may very well have a #1 contender in the featherweight division come out of that Daniel Weichel, Georgi Karahanyan fight. A lot of discussion to have around that. The Daniel Strauss injury that he somehow, some way, and I still don't know how, he fought through 5 brutal rounds with Patricio Pitbull with that hand shattered the way it was.
He needed surgery. It wasn't, you know, he went to the doctor and they set it and put a cast in it. He needed surgery to repair that hand. Very bad break.
That delay could bring Patricio Pitbull back into the mix at 145, faster than we thought.
Gotta wonder if you're Patricio, if you're his camp. He's been through wars, and they've been back to back to back. There aren't any cupcakes at 145. He's not the kind of guy to fight one anyway. So far, when it comes to the Santa, Soto more versatile, Piccolotti more powerful. That's been the difference.
Looking for a way to get this to the ground where he controlled the first 2 or 3 minutes of round #1. 2 of the young guns at 155. Well, the doctor, Mario Soto, was in. He was in trouble the first couple of minutes of that fight. He's won 5 of his 6 wins, Soto in the blue gloves, by submission, but suddenly you're in there with someone with superior skills on the ground.
Exactly.
Piccolotti's round 1.
Piccolotti 10-9. Soto started coming back on the feet. But on the ground, it was a wipeout, and that's where we start round #2. That's been Piccolotti's advantage so far, not just being on the ground, but a power strike. Well, not super technical, but he throws with everything he has. Soto tried over and over that leg lock position, but it's cost him.
Take your time, Reed, take your time. Take your time.
That's easier said than done. Take your time. Bright lights are on.
The heavy hips of Piccolotti, body triangle. Now in a neck cramp position.
He got that in very quickly.
Yep. So it costs a lot of power if you don't get it. He doesn't try too hard for it. Smart enough to know when it's risk versus reward doesn't work. He's not giving up position.
That's a mature decision right there.
I was experienced on the ground.
U.S. Open Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion at age 21 is out of Piccolotti.
Going for the knee bar. Piccolotti keeping weight on that right leg.
You don't want to be sleeping on these two for long.
That young, hungry talent. Guys fighting like they have nothing to lose. This is a fight you want to see.
This is the fascinating time. This is what's going on in Bellator as we turn the calendar towards 2016. Veteran free agents are coming in, joining the huge talent pool that was already here, and now we're starting to see the under-25 group, the stockpiling of youth, Darian Caldwell's,
Don't let them trick you. Find the hands, Mario. Use your
Gochi Yamauchi.
yeah, half a guard. Control, Mario. Control his head. Don't let him post up. Don't let him
The
post
first
up.
generation were martial artists who were defending their style. The second were athletes who came and started training mixed martial arts. Now, this third generation is guys who spent their whole life training this sport.
They've been watching it on Spike since they were 12, 13 years old and said, this is what I want to do. This is my sport.
They know stuff at 22, 23 that didn't exist 10 or 15 years ago.
You see the damage the elbows are starting to do now.
Beautiful shot right over the eye. That's a nasty one. Soto right now just trying to survive.
He's in danger of giving up his back.
Man, I'm telling you, when your head doesn't have anywhere to go when it's stuck against the mat, the shots are even worse. If he can lock his hands, this is over. He's under the chin.
Soto fought him off once. Oh, we got major problems here for Soto. Wow. And it's done.
That looked like a blood fountain coming out of his nose. So much pressure with that rear naked choke. Dominant performance in a fight he needed to dominate. Talk about making impressions. That was an impression, my friend.
That is a visceral domination by Adam Piccolotti. Seven fights, 7 wins for Adam Piccolotti.
Very nice, man. You hurt anywhere, big boy? Right. Your arm's a little sore.
The replay brought to you by Blackheart Premium Spiced Rum, the bold 93 proof rum that's edgy to the core.
Dominant position early in the round, but this time Piccolotti using more of his ground and pound, his elbows, his short forearms, his punches. Didn't go for the rear naked choke until he had it, and look at that. That's something you don't often see, blood spurting out from the pressure of the rear naked choke. Soto held on as long as he could.
That looked like something out of a bad Saturday Night Live sketch. And that's as real as it gets. And so is Adam Piccolotti. He goes to 7-0, the official word, when we return. Adam Piccolotti idolized Cael Sanderson coming up as a high school wrestler, and he's starting to put up numbers like Cael Sanderson. 7 fights, 7 wins already, and dominance everywhere throughout this fight.
You see the total strikes landed, a wipeout for Piccolotti. That doesn't even take into account the submission game. He was all over Soto.
Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the tap comes by way of a rear naked choke. Official time, 3 minutes, 25 seconds into round number 2. The winner by submission and still undefeated, Adam the Palm Piccolotti.
It is not enough anymore at 155 just to win. You have to win, you have to be impressive, you have to make a statement. Adam Piccolotti does all 3 in this second round submission win over Mario Soto.